Afternoon, folks. Big Bo here with another great fifth wheel value from Parkway RV Center. And folks, you may remember, those of you who watch my videos, about a week and a half ago I did a Jayco Pinnacle with a front lounge floor plan in the fifth wheel. Well, folks, I had people fighting over that thing, and finally, sold it. And I've probably got 5 or 6 people want me to call them if I get another one in. Well, I went looking for one, folks, and here you go. It just came off the truck about an hour ago. This is a little bit newer than the Jayco. This is a 2014 Keystone Montana. This is the model number 375 FS Mountaineer Series. It is 38 feet long, has 5 slide outs. Really similar to the Jayco, but a little bit nicer. It does have the optional 5,500 watt Onan LP generator with only 23 hours, which matches the use in the rest of the RV, because this thing's just immaculate, folks. 5 slide outs. It does have the, they call it the Max HD, which is the fifth wheel and travel trailer version of full body paint, which is an option in this year model. Got some really neat features. This camper is about $80,000 new, and man, this thing is nice. You can just look at it. Got all the awning toppers. It's got just about every option and feature you can think of, folks. It is cold room tested. That means it's been it's insulated for year-round use. What it is, Dometic, who builds refrigerators and air conditioners, built a great big, basically a large deep freezer that you can pull an RV in and out of. And the way these manufacturers test their products, not all of them do it, but the Keystone Montana Mountaineer is one that they did. They actually put it in this cold room with a full tank of water, operating just the heating systems that are available in the RV, and of course they plug it up to power, of course. They leave it in there, shut in at 0 degrees for 24 hours. Then after the 24 hours, they check the inside average temperature, make sure nothing froze, and this passed. In fact, after 24 hours in that 0 degree climate, inside temperature was 71 degrees. And all the water, you can turn the water on, there wasn't no blockage in the water running off the water tank. And it has, and to me this is still amazing, because 10 years ago you'd been lucky to get an R21 insulation in any kind of RV. But thanks to the newer construction methods and new technology, this thing has up to R38 insulation. That roof is 5 inches thick. The sidewalls have 2 inches of block foam insulation. So put it to you this way, you get a cup of almost boiling hot coffee in a styrofoam cup, and notice that cup protects your hand from burning. Imagine a higher density foam 2 inches thick, and you can imagine how thick and how well insulated these are. Runs off 50 amp service. It's got the MORRIDE suspension, which means you've got springs and shocks. So when you hit a bump, all your stuff's not going to lay out in the floor. Your drawers aren't going to pop open in the RV. And it's not going to beat you to death in your truck. Plus, it's got the MORRIDE hitch system. So when you hook it to your fifth wheel hitch, you've actually got rubber bushings, basically like a shock absorber in the tongue. Again, that way you don't feel every single bump in the road, and your teeth don't chatter every time you hit a bump while you're towing this. Something a lot of them don't have. Now, this is a 14 model, has a 12-year factory warranty on the roof, so you still got 8 years left of warranty. It does have the optional frameless dual pane windows. The advantage, you don't have to caulk and seal these like you do traditional windows. Something you're starting to see in these later model RVs. I think it's a great idea. I think it looks good, and it's less maintenance you have to do every year. And you can see nothing's faded on it. There's no delamination. Got the power rear jacks, power front jacks. That does not have the level up system. That's about the only option this doesn't have. Other than that, folks, I mean, and be honest with you, my thoughts on the level up, yes, it's nice if you got it, not worth paying the extra money for if you don't have it. A lot more people are using their fifth wheels and enjoying them without the level up system, which is like hydraulic leveling jacks, like on a Class A, for those of you who don't know. A lot more people are using their fifth wheels that don't have the level up system than people that are enjoying their fifth wheels that do have the level up system. And let's be honest, that's one less thing you have to worry about maintaining or breaking down. Now I'm going to pick it for you because this is going to sell to somebody sight unseen. I've already got people wanting to buy it. And I'll show you anything and everything I see that's wrong with it. We are going to fix it. In fact, I've already ordered a window from Keystone. One of the windows are broken right there, and we've got it taped up with plastic. It was taped up with plastic when we got it. There's no signs of leaks on the inside, so obviously it's not leaking. As soon as that window comes in a few days, we're going to have it installed, and you'll never tell it was ever like that. And that's included for the price. It's got a 5500 LP generator. There's that Moore Ride hitch, and you can see the rubber and plastic bushings right there. This is like a big shock absorber, and that is adjustable as well. It also has what's called max turn technology, and you see how the front of it is pointed instead of flat like traditional fifth wheels. This allows you to make sharper turns in a shorter bed truck than you would in other brands. In other words, this is not going to eliminate somebody needing a slider hitch, but it will eliminate a lot of trucks from, not everyone, but eliminate a lot of trucks from having to have one of those very expensive slider hitches. So of course you always want to make sure, I always say I prefer to tow a big fifth wheel with an 8-foot bed. 6.5 foot you should be fine without a slider hitch, and maybe even shorter than that. Of course, the Keystone Montana, the best-selling fifth wheel of all time for decades. It's a good-looking rig, folks. Got the outside entertainment center, and I'm going to show you that real quick. It's got the it does have the Dexter axles and the never adjust braking system, electric brake system. Now I'm going to try to do this one-handed, folks. In fact, I'm going to set my camera down, open this up, and I just got it in. You can see I hadn't even washed it yet. Got an outside entertainment center. I've got this volume turned down, but you've got outside grades, waterproof, water-resistant speakers. You've got a Jensen audio system with built-in DVD player that runs on Bluetooth as well. TV, of course. Got some plug-ins right there if you need it. Got the high-output 10-gallon DSI water heater that runs off of gas or electric. Just closes up. You can lock it up. I'm going to try to avoid this water. Got a power patio awning that works great. Doesn't look like, to be honest with you folks, it doesn't look like it's ever been put out. This RV shows so little use, and I'm going to sell it to you for less than half price what it costs new. Mountaineer 375 FLF. And of course I'm going to wash it, clean it up too when we go through it, folks. Let's take a look inside, and I apologize, I put that mat down, but I still tracked up a little water in here. Walking in and out, but that's not going to hurt a thing. Beautiful RV, folks. Solid surface countertops, dark cabinetry. You look here in the front, there's your generator control, 23.2 hours, TV in the front, fireplace, which is an option. This is the original factory carpet, Stainmaster carpet. Got a nice thick feel to it. Both these are sleeper sofas, so you can sleep 4 people up here in 2 separate beds. Got an HD TV. This has got a 6'6" ceiling height up here in the front, so even if you're a tall guy like me, you can walk back and forth without hitting your head. This is a 5-inch thick roof. And you can see how thick it is right there just from that fantastic vent fan. These are also optional too, folks. These are the thermostatic controlled fantastic vent fans with the rain sensor built in. You've got lighted cabinets for your stereo components, and of course you've got a DVD player built in, Bluetooth stereo, but in case you want to add anything else, you've got those, or use them for curio cabinets. This is a electric fireplace. You can set it for heat, or you can set it for effect, or both. Right now I've got it on heat because it's a little chilly today. Now this chair was in it, folks. I'm not sure you can put it wherever you want or take it out completely. I think that's something somebody's added. And you can put it right there. That's a good spot for it. Or in the big rear bedroom. Of course, you step down here, and like I said, 6'6" ceiling height, so you're not going to worry about hitting your head on anything. Got a table and chairs. Of course, I got the factory brochure. Got solid surface countertops, which is like a man-made marble. Stainless steel appliances. This is the 22-inch oven, and it doesn't look like it's ever been used, folks. And I'll be honest with you. This whole RV, and I'm not saying it's like new, because there's no such thing as like new fifth wheel, but you couldn't ask a 2014 model to be in any better condition than this one is. I mean, this thing shows very little use. Nice tall roof, so you're not going to get claustrophobic. It is a crowned roof, so you don't have standing water. I mean, you can look this thing over. Look at that. And these are heavy covers too, but look how new that stainless steel stovetop is, and we haven't cleaned it yet. This is just how it came in. And it's already been winterized. You know, in fact, we winterized them as soon as they hit the lot, and we got to checking this one. This one's already been winterized before we got it, so that obviously means they took care of it. 22-inch oven, and it is a broiler. Big 30-inch wide microwave. Of course, these are the dark, almost cherry wood cabinets. 4-door refrigerator freezer, and it is clean as a pin. And keep in mind again, folks, we have not done a thing to this yet. Starting to get cold. Hadn't had it on but maybe an hour and a half now. Actually, you know what? If this thing's cold, this is probably one of the fastest refrigerators that I've ever seen get cold. And I'll be darned, folks. 5 degrees, 3 degrees in here. And this is how new it is, folks. When you get a new RV that doesn't have an ice maker, they always give you ice trays. And they've never even took the plastic off the ice trays, never even took them out of the darn freezer. 4 brand new ice trays, folks. You can't beat that. 14 cubic foot, 2-way RV refrigerator freezer, obviously ice cold. I like the wallboard in here. It's got a texture to it, gives it a real residential style feel. You open this solid door right here, it leads into this big walk-through bathroom. Hey, we got echo in here. Got a big stand-up shower. Skylight, no signs of leak damage. Again, another upgrade, fantastic vent fan. Open this right here. And look at these stickers in here, folks. Those stickers, and I swear, folks, I'm sure I'm mistaken. I don't think there's ever been a shower taken in here. Look at that sticker. And that's right there on the floor where it's going to get wet. And people are going to step over it. And as people take showers in here, those stickers get wet and dry. And they show wear and tear really, really fast. You can usually tell after one shower. I don't think this thing's had a shower taken in it. If it has, maybe 1 or 2. I'm telling you, folks, I don't know if this thing was a leftover one that the new dealer kept for an extra year before they sold it, and then the people bought it and just didn't use it. But, I mean, this thing has virtually no wear to it. Washer and dryer hookups here in the closets. Never had one. You can tell that, and we can certainly add a washer and dryer to this. As a matter of fact, we can probably add a stack unit if we take those shelves and that closet rod out, or a single combo unit. And folks, let me tell you something. If you know, unless you're going to use it once a week, like live in this RV, you don't need that washer and dryer. But if you're going to live in it, you're going to use it minimum once a week, then it may pay for itself. Not a big fan of it, but if you're using it, you're staying in it, it'll probably pay for itself. If you want a price on a washer and dryer installed, just contact sales department. They'll give you a price on one, depending on if you want a single combo unit or do you want a stack unit. and they'll price it to you either way if you want one, and just add it to the price. China RV toilet. Big bedroom here in the back too. And this got the optional King Island bed. I got the TV going back here. And big closet space right here. These are lighted closets. So definitely big, deep closets right here. And you can see, folks, got a big rod that goes all the way across. Plenty of drawer space or storage underneath the front bed. That is got a vinyl headboard, LED lights. And this unit's also, and believe it or not, folks, as big as this unit is, and to be honest with you, with R38 insulation, you don't need 2 air conditioners. But this one does have, in fact, it only comes standard with 1. This one does have the second optional unit. So you've got your main 15,000 BTU ducted roof air, and then you've got an auxiliary 13,500 BTU ducted roof air. Trust me, folks, as well insulated and as thick as these things are insulated, one air, unless you want to cool it off in a hurry, one air is 99% of the time all you're ever going to use. But somebody did pay another $1,000, $1,200, $1,500 for that second air, so you might as well enjoy it too. Of course, you've got like I said, all the Max Air fans. I mean, this is a very, very nice rig, folks. And like I said, I'm going to replace that window, but other than that, I mean, there's nothing you can pick it for. 23 hours on the generator, and that matches pretty much the rest of the RV. I mean, here's the thing. You can go park this next to a brand new 2018 model Mountaineer, and 80,000, well, I'm sure they're more money now. They were 80 back then. I'm sure they're quite a bit more now. You can park this right next to it, and you won't tell a bit of difference, especially after I get that window installed, between this and a brand new one, except this one's less than half price. And I'm not going to post this online today. I'm going to post this video. I'm going to email everybody the link that's interested in it and give them a chance to look at the video tonight, to call us in the morning if they want to buy it. If they don't, I'm going to put it on eBay. Now, folks, this one, of course, is a little bit more money than the last one we had. It's a year newer, got more stuff on it, got a generator. This one's $37,900, and that includes one of the nicest 2014 front lounge Montana Mountaineers on the market today. It also includes a 90-day nationwide limited warranty, and after purchase, even though I pretty much checked this unit out myself besides putting water on it, after purchase, my RV technicians are going to go through a extensive major systems check on this fifth wheel. Folks, I mean, it's it covers about over 90% of the features and systems on this RV. In fact, one of the few things it doesn't cover, the TVs. I've had all 3 of those on. They all work. So that's one thing you can cross off your list. And obviously, we don't cover tires, but it's a 14 model. It doesn't need tires, folks. Anyway, this unit's $37,900, checked out, ready to go, 90-day warranty. That's our option A haggle-free price. And, you know, as for many of you know, we have 2 different ways to buy here. Option A is what I call the worry-free, stress-free option. And that is where we check everything on. Of course, we're going to put a window in it. At either option you take, the window's already ordered. So you're going to get that regardless of option A or option B. Option A, you're going to get that warranty for peace of mind, even though I seriously doubt you'll ever use it. Which you can extend it very, very affordably. I do suggest, if you are interested in that, to get a price. Includes that walkthrough, and if you want a copy, or excuse me, inspection, if you want a copy of what we inspect for the price that we charge, contact our sales department. They'll be happy to send you over a copy of what we check out after we sell it, which we can get it done fairly quickly, folks. once this window comes in and gets installed, it's not going to take a day or two to check this thing out. I mean, once I get a tech free that can do it, I mean, this thing's going to go through a checkout like a hot knife through butter. I mean, it's not even going to be, I mean, really, all they got to do is put water and propane on it, and I've checked everything else out. I mean, it's that nice. Anyway, you know, we can get it done for you in a few days, a week maybe, depends on what our current schedule is. In the back, when you buy it, we don't check them out till we sell them, and we check them out in the order that they're sold. So, you know, you want to do two things. You want to call us, get a hold of one of our non-commissioned sales department, and when you you want to ask them two things. You want to ask them to send you a copy of the list of shows you all the stuff that we inspect for the price that you pay. And of course, anything on that list, folks, and a lot of people don't understand this, anything on that list, we don't charge you to repair it. We pay to repair it if it needs anything on that list. This one doesn't, but let's just say we need to put an air conditioner on it. The air conditioner is bad. You know, that's $1,000-$1,200. We pay that. You don't pay for that. That's part of the $37.9 price. Any repairs we have to do, even if we do so many repairs we actually lose money on the fifth wheel, we're going to do, folks, and not charge you a dime extra. That $37.9 is everything on that list repaired, functioning. If it needs repairs, of course, this one's not going to, but in case it does need repairs, we're going to fix everything on that list and make sure it functions. That's included for $37.9. You know, we're not going to charge you for repairs on systems that we cover with our checkout. And includes a personal walkthrough demonstration by the RV tech that checked it out. They're going to show you how to operate everything, show you everything works, answer any questions you have. You're more than welcome to videotape them, take notes, however you want to do it. You get instructional DVDs. You do get a starter kit with all your camping essentials and much more. 45-day temp tag, or 30-day temp tag now. They changed that after January 1st. Good anywhere in the country. All that's included for $37.9, and that's plus sales tax if you're a Georgia resident. If you're out of state, you'll pay your state sales tax rate when you tag and title this RV in your home state at your local DMV office. And you do get a 30-day drive-out tag, good anywhere in the country. Now, folks, that's option A. That's haggle free. If you want those features, you want all that stuff, I'm not taking a dime less. If you ask me what's the lowest I'll take for it, I'll tell you to look back on the ad. Tell me if you want option A or option B. Option A is $37.9. If you want option B, which is as it sets, we will replace the window. But anything else, folks, you take it, the good with the bad. We're not going to show you anything. We're not going to repair anything. We will plug it into power, let you look it over before you decide if you want to do option A or B. But in option B, of course, you don't get a warranty. You don't get a walkthrough demonstration, because that option saves us time and money, folks. We don't have to pay a tech to do all that work, to do the inspection, to do the walkthrough. We don't have to pay the warranty company for that warranty. So we know that saves us money. We turn around, pass that savings to you. And plus, you get the added advantage of taking it home the same day you pay for it. You don't have to leave it here until we get the inspection done, which doesn't take long right now. I mean, we can probably get it done within a week unless this is further down the road and something changes in the back. But right now, we've got a great crew, very experienced crew, and they're pumping these things out as fast as we can get them back there. And the advantage of us selling late model stuff like this is that they require very little, if any, work. And this one right here definitely, folks, is one of the nicest front lounge fifth wheels I believe is on the market today. Not been lived in, doesn't have any live-in wear and tear. It like you saw the shower, you saw the stickers, the outside's not faded. There's no pics about it besides this window, which we're going to fix. And if you're looking for one of these front lounge fifth wheels, folks, I haven't had one in 2 years till I got that one last week that I shot. Sold it in 24 hours. This one's going to sell in 24 hours, and it may be another year before I have another one. Or I may have 6 more next week. You never know what we're going to find, folks. I called every buyer that I knew, every dealer that I could find that we do business with. We buy a lot of new dealer trade-ins, which is where we got this one from. Traded in at a new dealership. A lot of the new dealers don't sell used. They sell them to us. And I found this on a new dealer's lot. In fact, he normally doesn't sell used RVs, but he had this on his lot for sale. But he owed me a favor. He's wholesaled it to me. I've got it here. And in fact, he was asking almost $10,000 more for it on his lot for the same one without the warranty. But folks, like I said, we price these things to sell, not sit around. That's why people travel thousands of miles to buy RVs from us. Had a guy here this morning, flew down from Colorado to buy a Class B Plus from us because of our prices. Had a guy from Delaware the other day come down buy one because of our prices. Had some people Saturday that came down from Ohio to trade RVs with us because of our prices. You know, I don't care how far away you live. If you live within 3 hours of us, we consider you local, folks, because of how far off we sell these things. We've got over 150 used RVs on the lot right now, and our season started. It's wide open. Take advantage of these things while they're still at winter prices, because the next go around when I have to buy these things, the prices go up even for us to buy them. So don't let this one get away, folks. And I may never even advertise this one, because once I publish this video, send a link to the people who are waiting on it, I'm sure one of them is going to buy it, but you never know. 706-965-7929 is our phone number. Evenings and Sundays, 423-605-6747 is our after-hour sales number. You can email us, sales@parkwayrvcenter.com, and you can, of course, check out our website, parkwayrvcenter.com. No commission salespeople, no extra fees, no games, no gimmicks. Simple, haggle-free, out-the-door prices. We cut out all the red tape, all the BS, all the games and gimmicks, folks, that everybody hates about buying a used RV. We've been doing this for 50 years, selling almost 600 units a year, folks. Safe to say we kind of know what we're doing, or we know a thing or two anyway. Give us a call. You can apply for financing from our website, parkwayrvcenter.com. All financing with approved credit and minimum 10% down payment only. Look forward to seeing you here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia. Nationwide delivery is available. Thanks again for watching.